and welcome to what I guess is now a series on this channel where I describe the routes that I would take were I to attempt various metro system challenges. Okay, and in this video we're going to be looking at the London Overground challenge. Now this is where you have to travel to all 113 London Overground stations in the fastest time possible. And I think I found a route that takes under 9 hours, which is pretty fast. I think you'll agree. So yeah, let's get started. So we start at Battersea Park Station, and you might be thinking, oh, hang on, Battersea Park isn't on the Overground, it's not on any of the carriage maps. And actually, it is on the Overground. It's what's known as a parliamentary station. It gets very rare service. Okay, one train leaves first thing in the morning. Actually, no, that's not true. I think there are 3 trains that leave in the morning and then 1 train in the evening that goes into Battersea Park. Basically, the only way to be able to get Battersea Park Station on the Overground, the Windrush line, is you have to start there. Okay, so you start at Battersea Park Station at 6:33 and take the first Windrush line train out of that station. Okay, over to Queen's Road, Peckham. Now at Queen's Road, Peckham, okay, we anticipate an arrival at 6:47, and hopefully, if things have been timed well, you can get a bus. Okay, so that would be any of the 136, 171, 177, or 436. Okay, from Queen's Road, Peckham, which is over here, okay, along New Cross Road to New Cross Station, where you pick up another Windrush line train at 6:58 and take it 1 stop up to Surrey Quays. From Surrey Quays, you take the next train to Crystal Palace, which should get in at 7:24, and then you have an 8-minute turnaround at Crystal Palace to go 1 stop back up to Sydenham, and then take the train from Sydenham down to West Croydon. And from West Croydon you need to make your way to Clapham Junction, and you kind of got 2 sort of options here. You can either wait for a train from West Croydon that goes direct to Clapham, okay, or you can walk over to East Croydon Station, because of course they are right next to each other. Okay, I will quickly show that. Forest. Here we go. Yeah, so West Croydon over here. So you basically walk through the shopping centre area, kind of this way, over to East Croydon, or you could get a tram. If there's a tram there, you could definitely get that over to East Croydon. In any case, you need to take the train over to Clapham, and we anticipate an arrival of 8:25. Okay, so once you get to Clapham Junction, you take a mild May line train over to Willesden Junction, where you change for a Richmond train. Okay, for a Richmond train to take you down to Richmond, where you will turn around and take the mild May line over to Dalston Kingsland. From Dalston Kingsland, you have a 5-minute walk/run, because Kingsland and Dalston Junction are right next to each other, as you can see here. Okay, and you pick up a Windrush line again, take that and knock off all the stations to Canada Water. Now at Canada Water, you need to turn around and take another Windrush Line train back up to Shoreditch High Street, where you can then run to Liverpool Street and hopefully make the, let me find out, the 11 o'clock Weaver Line train from Liverpool Street that goes to Enfield Town. It takes about 33 minutes to get up to Enfield Town, so it's at 10:33. You head over from Enfield Town to Southbury Station, okay, and for that you can take any of the 121, 191, 307 or 313. Okay, it should take less than 10 minutes, and you should be able to pick up the next Weaver Line train out of Southbury up to Cheshunt at 11:44, arriving at 11:54. Okay, so then at Cheshunt you have to make your way over to Chingford, and that is easier said than done, because there is no nice connection, okay, between them. Okay, what you have to do is take a Greater Anglia train from Cheshunt down to Ponders End station, then run up Wharf Road over to Lee Valley Road and pick up a 313 bus, okay, from this bus stop here. And the problem with this is that the 313 runs at 20-minute intervals. So if you miss the bus, you got to wait about 20 minutes for the next one. So it's not ideal, but it is doable. Okay, and you take that bus into Chingford, where you pick up another Weaver Line train out of Chingford southbound towards Liverpool Street, only going as far as Hackney Downs. At Hackney Downs, you'll change over for a Mildmay Line train at Hackney Central, okay, and take that over to Stratford, whereupon you arrive at 119, and hopefully you're able to make another Greater Anglia train, this time up to Romford, okay, because the Greater Anglia service skips all of the stops from the Elizabeth Line calls at, basically. Okay, so you save a bit of time, and what it also means is that you get to Romford at 1:28, okay, and the next Liberty Line train leaves at 1:41, okay, whereas if you get the Elizabeth Line from Stratford, I believe that you just miss that Liberty Line train. It arrives a few minutes after the Liberty Line departs, so ideally you want to make that Greater Anglia train. Okay, anyway, it's 1:41, you've just left Romford and heading over to Upminster. Takes about 10 minutes, so 1:51, your arrival at Upminster, okay, and then run over to whichever platform the C2C line, the C2C service is on, that departs at 1:52, so you've got about a minute, okay, and take that train down to Barking. Okay, so at Barking, you take a Suffragette line, one stop to Barking Riverside, change for the westbound service, okay, to get and basically ride the entire line. Well, not the entire way, you don't need to go all the way to Gospel Oak because you already got that on the Mildmay line when you went through. So you only need to go as far as Upper Holloway, okay, and fortunately Upper Holloway is a short walk away from Archway Station, where you can get a Northern Line train down to Euston and hopefully arrive at Euston before the 3:30 Lioness Line train that leaves Euston and goes all the way to Watford. So you're on, basically, once you're on that train, you're on the home stretch. Take that train up to Watford Junction, and you should arrive at 4:21. Okay, now what would that give? That would give a 9 hours and 48 minutes. Okay, for that challenge. Okay, which I think does beat the current record. Okay, although with that 313 bus connection at Ponder's End and the Queen's Road Peckham to New Cross connection, those two I think are the, oh, what's the word? They're the make or break kind of places, make or break connections. Okay, but hey, that's the route. If I ever do the Overground challenge, and it's definitely on my list, okay, then that is the route I would take. 9 hours 48 minutes, that's a pretty good time, I would say. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then hit like, hit subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch you in the next one.